Another week of trading underway, and hopefully, I can follow my plan throughout every day of this week. And I want to be patient and take only good trades. So let's get straight to it. So today was a pretty boring day since I didn't take any trade due to market just rallying after opening. I marked out these 15-minute fair value gaps and this 1 hour fair value gap in blue, and these 15-minute swing lows in Asian session and three highs, one of them being a swing high in London, the other being a 4 hour swing high, and the last one being a daily swing high, which was also the high made last week. So, yeah, I also marked out the 50% of this leg up, and what I was hoping was for a sweep of, let's say, these London highs, followed by a structure shift on the 3 minute, and an entry into an imbalance, and then maybe I could enter like this short and targeting the 50% of this new leg up. But that didn't happen as market just continued rallying without giving me any opportunity whatsoever to enter. No structure shift all the way through. So yeah, no trade for today. On Tuesday, I managed to take another winning trade to keep the streak going from the last two trades from last week. And yeah, this was a perfect trade actually. I was bullish after seeing price invert this daily fair value gap on Monday, and I marked out these hourly fair value gaps in blue, these London lows, and these London highs and Asian highs, as well as the 50% of this leg up. So after open, price came down and took out these lows, and it shifted structure here. But since it didn't create any imbalance on the way up, I didn't have any place to enter and I just waited. And yeah, soon enough, price went further lower and it hit the basically hit the 50% of this range, and it shifted structure again, and this time it did create an imbalance which I managed to get filled from, just wicked my entry before going higher and hitting my take profit in around half an hour. I thought about going putting my take profit here at these Asian highs, but I realized that it was a bit these were a bit ambitious, and I put it in the end here at these London highs since they were the most obvious confluence, I guess, after above the 50% of this leg down. So yeah, good trade, really good entry, and I'm proud of this one. Wednesday was unfortunately a losing day as I took this failed long on Nasdaq. My bias was still bullish coming in from yesterday, and after market open, we quickly fell and took out these relatively equal swing lows, and once again entered this the 50% of this range. So after that, we had our 3 minute market structure shift here after a break above these swing highs, and I entered at the top of this 3 minute imbalance here with my take profit at these swing highs in London session, since they were the clearest liquidity targets, which were above the 50% of this new range. So yeah, this candle looked promising, this second candle of the trade, after seeing this rejection. But yeah, soon enough, it stopped me out for a loss, which is unfortunate, but I followed my plan fully and I'm not mad about it. My bias just seemed to be overall wrong. So yeah, that's it for today. Thursday was another clear day where price just rallied through my targets. I would have hoped, I was hoping actually for a sweep of these London highs and then maybe a fall towards these swing lows and then maybe another rally upwards. But yeah, that didn't happen as price just kept on rallying past these London highs. So yeah, pretty simple day. I realized around here, an hour and a half into market open, that there was no chance that price was going to offer me something from these lows. So I closed pretty quickly. And as you can see, I didn't miss pretty much anything.
So on Friday, another no trade day, nothing really interesting happened. I was looking for a sweep below these swing lows made from CPI. There was some news 15 minutes into open, which I had hoped that those news would drive price down to then rally higher. But yeah, that didn't really do anything as market just basically consolidated for all of New York session. So yeah, no, not an eventful day at all, and finishing the week with no trades. So to recap the week, I ended up only taking two trades this whole week, one win and one loss, which means that I ended the week in the green for the third time in a row, and I'm really proud of that. The loss, even though it was a loss, it was a really good trade since it followed my plan, and yeah, I'm also proud that I fully followed my plan throughout this whole week, and that means that I'm on a weekly streak of three three profitable weeks in a row, and I'm really hopeful and excited to keep this streak going into the following weeks.